Today I'm gonna show you how I make sticker sheets like these. In case you're ever interested in the step-by-step on how to make them, or you want to start your own sticker business like I did. And I think this would have been such a great video to watch when I was just starting out. So yeah, I'm gonna walk you through my own process in case you don't know anything about stickers, or even if you have an idea, I think you can take some good advice of what I'm gonna say. So yeah, let's dive in. First, I'm gonna talk about the materials that I use. I personally use a cricut, and the one I have is a Cricut Explorer 4. But I know there's other brands like Silhouette. I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation for it. Today in my video, I'm gonna show you my process using the Cricut and the app that comes with the Cricut. And I think it's really important to mention that this is how I make my stickers, like the actual drawings and stuff. They're all handmade and painted with watercolors, and then I transfer everything to the computer. I scan it or I take a picture with my phone, it depends. If you'd like, I can make a whole video of how I transfer it to the computer. But if you're a digital artist, you can create your stickers on the computer, or you can use your iPad, your tablet, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really affect anything. Alright, so this is the exact sticker paper that I use. It's a printable vinyl sticker paper, and I'm actually gonna leave the links in the description of the video. All items are actually on Amazon, so you can get them from there if you like. This is literally it. As you guys can see, it comes with like 70 sheets or so. It's a really nice deal for only like $20. I also want to show you laminating sheets that I use. They are from the Avery brand. I love them. They're very nice. I do suggest that you get the deal for like 70 sheets. I think it's 70 sheets, yeah. No, it's actually 50 sheets for like $20. Because at first, since I just wanted to try it out and stuff, I got the 10 sheets for like $10 or so. I don't really remember, but if you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. But now, since I'm taking my sticker business seriously, I decided to get this one that brings 50 sheets inside. You don't need a lamination machine or anything for this one. You can just use your debit card or anything, literally, your ID. And like I said before, I use the Cricut Explorer 4. She's my baby. I love her so much. And my other baby, very important, is my printer. I use the Epson 2850. It's an eco tank, and I definitely love that printer because it lasts forever. I mean, the ink lasts forever, and the quality is great for the price, to be honest. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you the process of the design of my sticker sheet. I personally like to use Photoshop, but you can definitely use Canva, Procreate, whatever you have handy. It works just well. And as you guys can see, I'm trying to create a new project. The measurements for my sticker sheet are 4.5 by 6.5 inches. I like to do a resolution of 300 because it's for a print. I give the RGB color 8 bits. And for the background, I like to use a white background just because I keep it like that for my sticker sheets. But if you have a special design, you can do transparent background and then just upload your actual background. And then we disregard this option and just click on create. And we should have something like this. And I just want to show you my background. Mine is very simple, to be honest with you, but it's because I like the aesthetic. I like it this way. I just took my time to find a nice font for my stickers, and then I put the title on here. And down here, I just added the link to my Etsy shop. I do recommend doing this so that people always have your information and have your link if they want to shop more from you. And now I just uploaded my stickers. Make sure that you adjust them at a good size that's gonna look well on the sticker sheet. I already did the process of taking the picture from my real sketchbook, and then I sent it to my computer. I removed the background with Canva, but honestly you can use other apps to remove the background. Right now Adobe Express is for free and is very useful. Or you can also use Procreate and remove the background with the eraser. There are plenty of options, and then all you need to do is like try to adjust every single one of them to however you like them. But if you want to see the whole process of how I digitize my stickers out of a watercolor painting, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to make that video as well. So we should have something like this. I merged all of my stickers so I only have one layer. And now I just like to add a stroke. I like to do a stroke of 20 pixels. And this is very important because these are the edges that you see on your stickers when you peel them off, you know? And you guys can see it because it's color white and the background is also white, but you'll see it in a bit. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hide either our stickers or the background, and we are gonna save it. And I like to do PNG because it's the best quality. And from the stickers, it's also important that you do PNG so that they don't have a background. And then we're gonna hit save. And now I'm gonna hide the background and unhide the stickers. And we're gonna save them as well, just like stickers. We're also gonna do PNG and we're gonna save them. All right, so now that we have both of our files, we're gonna move forward right to the next step. Alright guys, so once we are on Cricut Design Space, we are going to click on blank canvas to create a new project, and you're gonna see something like this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit upload right here. We're gonna click on upload image, and it's gonna take us to this page that says drag file here or browse. And if you wanna drag it, you can do it from another folder, but what I like to do is I like to browse it. And as you guys can see, there's one only for the background and there's one for the actual stickers. This is what you need to do. So we have to do one by one, and I'm gonna start with the background, and then we're gonna click continue. And since we don't need to remove any backgrounds or anything because we've already done that, we're just gonna hit apply and continue. This page is very important that you select the flat graphic because otherwise it's gonna mess up with your files. And then we'll hit continue again. And here you can change the image name. You can add tags if you want to. I don't use any of that. So I'm just gonna hit OK and upload once again. Alright, so now we have our background on the canvas, and we're gonna do the exact same process for the actual stickers. Alright, so now that we have both of our files on the canvas, we are going to make sure that they are the right size. So what I like to do is I grab the background and I put it on the corner all the way. And here I like to unlock the proportions so that it doesn't give me any issues. And then the size that I use for my sticker sheets is 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. And as you guys can see, we have the right size for our sticker now. And now we're gonna click on the stickers and we're gonna make them smaller so that they fit in the sticker sheet. They can be a little bit bigger here. And what I'm gonna do right now, it's a very important step that it's something I learned from TikTok, but I wanna share it with you because it was really useful. I like to duplicate the background for a total of 3 times. And then you can do Ctrl D for that, or you can also right click and click on duplicate. But now that we have all of our 3 backgrounds, we're just gonna put them all on the corner. We're gonna hit Control and we're gonna click on each of them so that way we select them all. And then we're gonna right click and we're gonna do attach so that way we have them in like a group. So the reason why I like to do it 3 times is because I like the machine to cut the outline for the sheet very well. It's gonna come out really easily and you'll see that at the end. And now that I've attached all 3 backgrounds, I'm going to attach the stickers as well. So we're gonna hit Control and then we'll click on the stickers and we'll do attach one more time. So that way we only have one group like these. And I'm gonna hit edit here. We're gonna rotate it. We're gonna do 90 and then we're gonna bring it back to the corner. And the reason why we do this is because we wanna duplicate it so that way we have 2 sticker sheets in one sheet of paper. And now that we have something like this, we're just gonna duplicate it. You can press Alt and just drag it out, or you can just right click and hit duplicate like we did before. And we're gonna bring it down here. I like to leave just like one little square in between. And if you guys saw 3 attachments here, is because I created one extra on accident, but please disregard. Now that we have this, we are going to attach everything once again so that we only have one at the end. We can also hit attach down here. And this is how it should be looking at the end. We should only have one attachment with everything inside, the actual stickers, and then the 3 backgrounds in the other one. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit make. It is asking me if I wanna save the project, but I won't because I already have one like this. But you can save it, of course, so you don't have to do it every single time. And then we should be looking something like this. And now that we're on this part, we're just gonna hit continue. And it's gonna take us to this page here. And I do have a suggestion here, and it's that you guys make sure that your Cricut is connected before you start printing out your stickers. This is only a tip that I give you to avoid any issues with the calibration of the machine and all that. And it's gonna save you from some headaches, so that's why. Once we did all this, we're gonna proceed and print out the stickers. And that's gonna be also from Cricut Design Space. And now that the machine is connected, we are gonna click on send to printer. And now we're gonna hit next. Make sure that the right printer is selected. Mine is the Epson 2850. And make sure to disable this option that says add bleed. We don't need that. The one we need is use system dialog, and you'll see why. And then we're gonna hit print. And this is the reason why we need to click on that option that says use system dialog, so that it gives us this little page here that's gonna pop up after you click on print. We're gonna do preferences here. This is where you're gonna edit the adjustments for your stickers, if in case you do. I already have a preset for that. If you want me to share my preset, I can do it on another video as well. And now we're just gonna hit OK, and then we'll hit print. Alright guys, so kindly disregard the mess I have in my closet. Here is my sticker paper that I'm just gonna stick in the printer right now. Here, just make sure that it's well put and all that. My printer is already turned on, and we're just gonna hit print on the Cricut design space now. Alright, so I got my baby working for me. She takes a while, to be honest, like 5 minutes. I don't care, as long as it's good quality. Alright, so she's finally done, and we'll go straight to the next step. Now, the most important part of the process, I would say, it's gonna be the cutting adjustments. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is gonna give you some headaches. And I'm making this video to try to avoid those headaches to you, but you will still have some, because the cutting adjustments do actually depend on your machine, and they actually depend on your paper too. So it doesn't really matter if you have the same model that I have. My adjustments might not work for you, even if you have the same paper too. So you're gonna have to make your own tests. You can still try to use my adjustments, but I can't promise that it's gonna work. I would recommend that you do a lot of research on that. There's a lot of TikToks, there's a lot of information on Google, Reddit, and things like that that you can use until you find the right material for you. And now that we've printed out our stickers, we're gonna choose the base material. And this is actually kind of hard. I do wanna show you the one that I use, which is light cardstock 65 pounds, but it's actually adjusted from 215 to only 200. So if you do browse all materials, we're gonna be able to see all of the materials available. I clicked on material settings down here, and then I scrolled all the way down until I found the light cardstock 65 pounds. Then I clicked edit. And as you guys can see, the default was 215, but I realized that it was cutting my sticker sheets all the way through, and that's not right. So I decided to change the pressure to only 200 instead, as you guys can see here, and that worked perfectly fine for me. And that is the only thing that I adjusted. You can try that, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna work for you, because it depends on a lot of things. But you're more than welcome to try it if you want to. I know there are other people who use washi tape for the base material, or even chipboard, but that will be up to you. You're gonna have to experiment. I wish I could help you, but it's a little bit hard to find the right settings for yourself. And I like to keep my pressure as default. Alright guys, so right now I'm gonna laminate my stickers with the paper that I showed you before from Avery. You need to make sure that you're not covering these lines with a laminating sheet, because that's gonna give you problems at the time of cutting it. Whenever the Cricut is like scanning your sheet, it's gonna mess around with it, so that's why you need to make sure that you're careful with that. I just like to do my measurements here and make sure that I cut it at the right size. I literally just grab like a pen here, and then I make sure I'm not covering anything. I just make a little line to guide myself. I'll do exactly the same for this part here, and then I like to do it here too, just to give me an idea. Alright, so now I'm just gonna make the right cuts and make sure it's all good, and we're just gonna cut it, and we're gonna do the other side. Now it is the right size. Make sure when you're cutting it that you leave this part on the top. It's so important, this part where it says peel. So I'm just gonna remove it real quick, and then I am going to put it on my sticker sheet very carefully. Alright, so I'm literally gonna use a TJ Maxx card to do this process, and you guys will see. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start peeling this part as well, just a little bit more, and then we're gonna start from there. So we'll do that, and we're gonna start making pressure from this side with your card. Make sure you make a lot of pressure, because it's gonna ensure you don't get any bubbles. I know there's other ways to do this. There's also like laminating machines if you guys want to spend your money on that. And once I'm done, I just like to make sure that there's no bubbles, so I keep doing this over and over until I feel like it's good enough. And we should end up with something like this. And as you guys can see, the laminating sheet is not covering the lines, because that's very important. That's why we did the measurements before. Okay, so now we got our Cricut mat, and we're gonna put our stickers make sure that your stickers are facing the right side, because the last time, instead of putting them like this, I put them facing the right side and I messed up completely because the cutting was not aligned. We're just gonna put it on here on the corner. And now that we have this, we're gonna go back to the computer. And now we're just gonna go to the third step that I'm gonna show you right now. As you guys can see, I use my cricut on my bed because I don't have room for my cricut. Is just too big. I need to buy some furniture for it. But yeah, we're just gonna open it. This is so satisfying. And once it's open, we're just gonna stick our mat in it. As you can see, this is blinking, but that's because you need to let your cricut know when you already did this process of putting this in. So now we're just gonna hit this. For the cricut, you have to make sure that there's enough room for it to go back, you know? This is actually when it's gonna start scanning your stickers, so we're gonna hit play here. As you guys can see, it is scanning it, and that's why I told you that you have to be careful with the lines, because it's using those lines to scan it. Alright, so as you guys could see, my cricut was cutting the border of the actual sticker sheets thrice, and this was because we duplicated it 3 times like I showed you before. It's gonna make the process of taking it off way easier. This is a brand new mat, so I'm scared it's gonna give me a few problems, but let's see. This is so satisfying. We have to be careful because we don't want any paper remaining on the mat. We got rid of this. You saw how easy it was for duplicating it 3 times. And now we have our actual sticker sheets here. I just like to kind of fold my cricut mat so that way it's easier to take off. This is how I do it because I don't have any tools or anything. Okay, so we got one. We'll go for the next one. That was way easier. So we are all set with our sticker sheets. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys found this tutorial very helpful too. This is at least how I do it. By the way, these stickers are available on my Etsy shop, The Alchemist Lair Art. They are currently on sale, so if you want to take advantage of them, if you like this kind of whimsical or medieval aesthetic. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below, and I'll be happy to read all your questions and of course reply to them. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.